You must know from today, you need to leave, brother. The time is over for you. We have had enough about you. You were carrying guns here. It must come to an end. You guys must understand. Go back and fight your laws. Go back and fight for your freedom. We don't care what is happening in your country. We've got our own issues here.
We appreciate that.
You need to go.
Thank you.
You need to go. We are watching you. Operation Dudula is here to stay. Your life is going to be miserable. We're not going to give you a space. You'll pee everywhere where you go. When you sit in a toilet, you see us.
Chief, we appreciate what
It's enough now.
Hello guys, welcome to Amazon TV. I hope you are okay. Hey guys, the South African Human Rights Commission is very angry at what happened in East London. They are on the side of Igwe from Nigeria to be crowned in South Africa. But we are not surprised because really they are here for foreigners. They are not here for South Africans. It's just the name that they are South African Human Rights Commission. But they are not for South Africans. They are against South Africans. Let's listen to this very angry guy from Human Rights Commission.
The third thing that I would say is that the South African Human Rights Commission does protect non-nationals. Let me be very clear about that.
Sorry, repeat that?
We protect non-nationals. We protect so-called foreigners. The South African Human Rights Commission does protect non-nationals. Let me be very clear about that.
Sorry, repeat that?
We protect non-nationals. We protect so-called foreigners. We do so because the Constitution says we must do so. It's not us giving ourselves that mandate. If you look at the Bill of Rights, the Chapter 2 of the Constitution, only two rights don't apply to non-nationals. All the other rights begin with the phrase, everyone has.
So which are those two rights? Do you
So
know?
the right to vote and the right to carry out your own trade, the right to, of a job, so-called, or trade. Only those two, the right to access to education, the right to access to health care services, all those rights apply to non-nationals and everyone. So we do that.
His body language alone is saying it all. Is telling us how angry he is. This guy is very angry. I am not a body language expert, but I don't need to be told that this guy is very angry. Their job is to protect non-South Africans even if they are doing wrong. That is what he's saying. Let's continue, guys.
Abambe has been your slogan. What do you make of this situation? The coronation of a king, self-proclaimed king in Bukombo City.
According to the olden days, when you have done something like this, you are inviting war. But because we're in a democratic country, we're trying to make a symbol that our government must give our people an ear so that the government can intervene. Because there are many activities around the country whereby we are the victims of the so-called foreigners. There are many incidents. They are implicated in many things. They are implicated in many illegal activities around the country.
Guys, if we say we are on our own, we are rejected by everyone. As South Africans, we are rejected by our own leaders. We are rejected by the so-called Human Rights Commission, the organization that was supposed to stand for us, to stand for this country, to defend us as South Africans. But these people sebephenduke izitha kuthina. Benza sure ukuthi the whole world must see us, ama-South Africans, as izitha zama-foreigners, as abantu abaxenophobic, abantu abangafuni abanye abantu in their country. Everyone is turning against us. And I don't understand why. What are these foreigners giving to everyone? Look at Abo Gayton McKenzie. I know some people will be offended, but it's true, guys. Gayton McKenzie is no longer a patriot, if he was before, because right now I'm even doubting that he was once a patriot. I don't believe he was a patriot because you cannot just, within a twinkle of an eye, you just turn because of the GNU, because of the blue lights. It means you never loved this country even before. You lied to us because you wanted us to believe because you know that South Africans want illegal foreigners to go back to their countries. So if you come and say, I will say abahambe, then we will vote for you. But now true colors are out there. Everyone can see. The only thing Gayton McKenzie is doing right now is to praise Ramaphosa up and down. When was the last time you heard Gayton McKenzie saying abahambe or even speaking about what is happening in this country? There's a Nigerian king that has been crowned in Eastern Cape. There's no time for McKenzie to speak about that like before, during those days of Chidima and all this. He's no longer available for the patriotic things of this country. And PA is gradually going down. Why? Because McKenzie is no longer interested. So, guys, let's continue, guys.
Why are you here in our country? Why are you in our country?
We come by from that side. We have a lot of political issue. And then
Okay, which country are you coming from?
from Ethiopia.
Okay, you left your country because of there's wars, there's anything. Are you refugees?
Yes.
What does the Refugee Act says when it comes to migration? Shut up! What does it say? The reason why we are doing this, we want you guys to understand why we are doing this in our country. And we are helping you so that you can go back and fight your country's laws and fight for your freedom. So we fought for this country. You were not present when some of our brothers were dying. There were bloodshed happening here. Do you know about it? People were banned. A lot of things were happening. You were in your country, relax, while we fighting. We're now in our democratic dispensation where we should enjoy it. You come, you intervene, you take over what belongs to us. I'm going back to the same question. You said you are refugees. What does the Refugee Act say when it comes to migration?
The refugee give us paper when you come here to this country. When you give us camper, we have tried to survive our food, you understand? We are not coming to take over your country or what. We are trying to survive our food because we are not doing crimes, we are not selling drugs.
They came to survive and to destroy South Africans at the same time. The same people, they don't want South Africans to run spaza shops. If they see a South African running spaza shop or a shop, it's either they burn down that shop or unalive a South African. They are unaliving our children in those spaza shops. But we have to sympathize with them when they are telling us, Uguti, they are here to survive. They want to feed their families. But they don't want us to feed our own families. They don't want us to feed our own children. They are victims from their countries. They are refugees. The refugees that are carrying guns for us, unaliving us with guns, with poison and everything. And we have to sympathize and say, oh no, these are our brothers and sisters. No, guys. No, this is not fair.
We are not stealing, we are trying to get for our food, you understand me? And our families, there is no work, you understand me? It's a problem.
Okay.
So we have to try to get something.
I understand what you are saying. You're trying to get food from another country because you are refugees. Obviously, we should have refugee camps in our country. The Refugee Act says you must migrate to a nearest country. You're coming from Ethiopia. Yes. Which is your nearest country in Ethiopia?
Kenya.
Why didn't you go to Kenya?
Kenya also is a problem.
Whoa. You stop it from there.
The question is, what is your nearest country, your neighbor, for you to run down to South Africa? Is Kenya. Why didn't you go to Kenya? No, Kenya has its own problems. So the only country in Africa that doesn't have problems is South Africa. The same country that is having the highest unemployment. They are telling us that we are suffering, we are living in shacks. They are hijacking everything in the country. They are hijacking jobs. They are hijacking buildings. They are hijacking businesses. Even the shops they are using, they are hijacking it. They are hijacking water, electricity, everything. But they want us to sympathize with them. So Kenya is having problems. South Africa doesn't have problems. That is why they are all running down to South Africa. And the same Human Rights Commission knows what the Constitution says about refugees who are running away from their countries, that they have to go to the nearest country. But they are not mentioning that. They will only tell us about everyone. That's the only thing we hear from them. They jump all those clauses that are against the foreigners.
There's so many countries next to Ethiopia. Besides Kenya, what is another nearest country?
It's Somalia.
It's Somalia. So why didn't you go to Somalia? Look, my friend, I want to... No.
Starting to be dangerous.
Yeah, look,
no. They're starting to be dangerous, these guys. They have guns. No!
Commander,
that's all that one of you can...
Commander, the Refugee Act says when you migrate, that is in the Convention of 1951. It said you migrate in your nearest country. You mentioned Kenya, you mentioned Somalia. Why are you coming in South Africa? Because South Africa is far from where your nearest country is. It is.
South Africa is free country.
Look, no. Yeah. You know why you are in South Africa? You're taking chances because of our country's lawlessness. Our country is not governed properly. Now we are telling you that you need to go back to your countries and fix your countries and fight for what you're fighting for. You come here, you're carrying the guns, it comes to an end. Another thing I want to tell you guys, you are not permitted to own spaza shops. In terms of Immigration Act number 13 of 2002, Section 15 and Section 19, it simply says spaza shops, selling of veggies, it only reserved for South African.
Another section of the Constitution that is against them, running spaza shops. Our Human Rights Commission does not mention that.
You must know from today, you need to leave, brother. The time is over for you. We have heard enough about you. You were carrying guns here. And in most of cases, what I've heard, nationally, there was one of your guys who was saying that you guys, you're going to bring more illegal foreigners in our country and then you're going to own our businesses by force. Failure to do so, you're going to fight. So it's not going to happen here. We're going to die. We are prepared to die for this country. Because we fought for this country. We didn't fight for you to come and do as you please. You're threatening our children. Today, look, we know what you are doing with your country. With our country. You're selling drugs in your countries. In those spaza shops. We know very well. You're sleeping with our children purposely to give them pregnancy so that you can have citizenship here. It must come to an end. You guys must understand. Go back and fight your laws. Go back and fight for your freedom. We don't care what is happening in your country. We've got our own issues here.
We appreciate that.
You need to go. You need to go.
Yeah, we accept instruction.
Because you don't even know the immigration.
Sure.
You don't even know the Refugee Act.
I appreciate serious, but no one tell us this way. You see the way
you know why? You know why? Because you know that South Africa is lawlessness. That is why you don't even want to read our laws. You don't read our laws because some of your friends tell you that it's easy to be in South Africa. So, brothers, it's about time.
Thank you, serious.
This is our freedom we fought for. You see those kids? We're fighting for them now. Not for you, for your kids. Because you're busy dating our children, you give them that poisonous food, killing our youngsters.
Pregnant them.
Yeah? Pregnant them just like that so that you can have a citizenship you can own. We are watching you. Operation Tutula is here to stay. Your life is going to be miserable. We're not going to give you a space. You'll pee everywhere where you go. When you sit in a toilet, you see us.
Chief, we appreciate what
it's enough now.
What kind of African men are these? How can an African man want to end up in other countries? They don't want their children to know their roots. They don't want to go back to their countries to be buried there. They want to be unalived and be buried in a foreign country. Where is Ubuntu? Where is that culture of an African man that I want to end up in my ancestors' land? I want my children to know my culture. Where is that thing from them? An African man that is running away from his problem. These people are unbelievable. You run away, you leave your wife behind. You run away, you leave your mother, your sisters behind. But you are a man, you are an African man. We are seeing things in South Africa. So guys, please let me know what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, to like and share the video. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.